1 week later,
Yeah.
has it soaked in?
Yeah, it's soaked in. It's honestly been kind of, overwhelming, just everyone coming up and saying good job and asking how does it feel. But honestly, like, it's kind of a hard thing to explain because it's been just crazy. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just the feeling is just it's just a goal you've accomplished for so long, and it's just kind of a surreal feeling that it actually like happened, and now you got to move on to your next goal, which is maybe backing it up and hopefully maybe making this outdoor championship run.
That's one thing. The fans at home, it's incredible to think that you just finished a grueling season and succeeded at your goal, and now it's like reset.
It's been a hard week this week because like you want to be like pumped on what you've done, but at the same time you got to get on Monday, you got to be working out, you got to be doing everything. So we're right back in it, and like this week I'm like riding, and I'm like I worked so hard to accomplish a goal, and now I'm just like right back at it, like not even 48 hours later. So it was kind of hard. Like this week I don't even know if I was riding that good because it was kind of, I'm just like still kind of enjoying it a little bit, and but I'm still trying to get the job done and still trying to outdoors. I still have a lot to prove. I still want to I haven't won an outdoor race. I've won motos, and I really want to finish the whole season and be strong in points, and my whole goal is to win races, be on the podium, and I want to be on that Nations team. Yeah, Red Bud. That's one of my big goals right now.
And this year, it's in America, so
yeah. I did Italy, and that was probably one of the coolest experiences of my life. It didn't go well. It was kind of a crap show like the whole time, but I had the most amazing time of my life. Just seeing like another part of the world and seeing how crazy the fans were and the passion that they had for it. That was cool. Secondly, I think that racing for your home country is cool, and it being in the United States this year is double cool. So that's what I'm looking forward to, and I'm hoping I can be on the team, but if not, I'll still be at Red Bud supporting.
Yeah, that's cool. And then I guess going back a touch on the Supercross, you definitely self-admittedly took like smart, long game, right?
Yeah.
You feel like your road different this year than you ever have?
I feel like my speed was better, than years past, and I feel like my racecraft and my decision making was a lot better this whole season. But Supercross is still unpredictable, You saw what happened to me with 2 rounds to go, and you saw what happened to the other guys at the beginning of the series, and it's hard because you work so hard, and some of that crazy stuff happens, and it happens to everyone though. So I feel like I did ride the season as smart as I could, and I feel like I did a good job at it, and get ready for next year, and hopefully ride smart, and hopefully the cards fall in my favor again, and we could repeat this thing.
And you were early on established,
Yeah.
You were red plate, I don't even know how many rounds, but you beat all the guys like when it mattered, and then you seem to, like you said, play it, ride hard when you knew you had it, and then
I was lucky because I got I was riding good at the beginning of the series. I got second at Anaheim 1, won round 2, had red plate right away, and just tried to manage that red plate as best as I could, and it's cool, I mean, I held the red plate for 16 of the 17 rounds, which is a big deal, and it's a lot of pressure for that many rounds, because I remember the first time I got the red plate, I got it at Anaheim 1, and I didn't know what to do. I was like, because honestly, like my whole goal was to win a Supercross race, and then I won the Supercross race, and I was like, what now? And then I just they expect me to repeat it, and the first time I had the red plate, it had it for 1 round, and that was about it. It was short-lived, but just still gonna try and keep learning, and I feel like I learned a lot from my previous 3 years of riding the 450 class, and it worked.
Yeah, and then just touching on your mindset, you got sick. Not many people knew that.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like a full damage control day, and no one really knew it.
Dude, it was insane. I had a whole week of stress because of the spoke situation, and I was just like, man, anything can happen. So like I'm only 14 points up, and anything can happen. So I went into the weekend already stressed out, and then whenever I woke up, I was throwing up all night, and just was crazy. I was sitting in the lobby with my dad, and I was like, man, I feel so sick. I don't even know if I could race, you know, like it was that bad. And he loaded me in the car, got me 3 Pedialytes, and I just was telling the team I felt great all day. I just kept lying to myself, and that's all I kept doing. And that's all I could really do at that point, you know, just try and feed myself liquids and get food in me and just tell myself I feel great. And yeah, I mean, luckily I made it through the end of the night, had that number 1 plate, and as soon as I had that, man, I was horrible, like just so sick. I had to go to the hospital, get IVs. It was the whole night. I was just dehydrated, and because I wasn't able to keep food down all day. And yeah, luckily I didn't tank in the middle of the main. That would have been so horrible. But it's done and dusted now, and overcame the adversity.
So you go to the hospital. There's a party to go to, man. Like, what happened? Did you get back to it?
And so I was dehydrated, and I was like, man, you know, I feel super crappy. And a few IVs later, a couple of drugs that they hooked me up with, I was feeling good. You know, my stomach wasn't upset. They gave me some Zofran for my stomach. They gave me a couple of those cocktail, you know, IVs, and you know, I was on my way home. I had a room at the Hard Rock, and my parents dropped me off, and they're like, okay, we'll see you in the morning. And like, I was like, yeah, I'm just probably go to bed because of, you know, the whole thing that's happened. I'm sick. I'm sitting there at breakfast, or sitting at the restaurant. And I grabbed some food because it's the first time I really felt good to eat food. And my buddy Shirk came up with a couple Monster Bands, and I was like, let's go. You know, so I was like, you only won a 450 Supercross Championship one time, and yeah, I definitely had to party a little bit to celebrate. And even if I was feeling crappy, I powered through that too. Overcame the adversity for the party.
You look like you were incognito, like hood up.
Well, no, dude, I didn't even shower all day. Like I had like some sweatpants. I was wearing a Lululemon hoodie that was like my mom's. It was like a black one, you know. And I like chick outfit, and I was like, screw it, you know, I'm still gonna go have fun.
You can do whatever when you're the champ.
Exactly. At least for that weekend. Now people are already talking about outdoors and stuff, or, you know, it's like, it's hard to, like, people are gnarly, you know, they're already talking about like how my results are going to be next year, and I'm like, hey man, just give me at least 2 weeks of enjoying this one championship, you know. So I enjoyed it till about Monday morning, and then when I woke up Monday morning, I was like, I gotta work out today. I was not ready for that.
You think you'll get some time after the Nationals to enjoy it? You'll get to enjoy it.
After the Nationals, you know, I still plan on taking 2 weeks off, even if I get picked or not. You know, enjoy some time, and then get ready for you know, hopefully a couple of off-season races, and travel, and you know, and enjoy those races, and just try and have some fun on my motorcycle, and also have some fun in life, and check out new adventures.